What if everything you think you know about Africa is incomplete, not wrong, just missing pieces? Because when most people hear Africa, they picture poverty, struggle, and underdevelopment. But what if I told you that's only a fraction of the story? Because behind the headlines, behind the stereotypes, there's a version of Africa that most people were never taught, and somehow that part got left out. This isn't just history, this is perspective. Let's start with something simple. Africa is not a country, it's a continent made up of 54 countries, over 1.4 billion people, and thousands of cultures, languages, and histories. That alone changes everything. Now let's go deeper. Long before modern narratives took over, Africa was home to some of the most powerful civilizations in the world. Empires like Mali, Songhai, and Great Zimbabwe weren't just surviving, they were thriving. They built cities. They controlled trade routes stretched across the Sahara. Gold from West Africa fueled global trade. Salt and knowledge flowed between regions. Cities like Timbuktu became centers of learning, filled with scholars, libraries, and advanced ideas. And across the continent, systems of governance, architecture, and culture were developing in ways most people never learn about. But here's what makes it even more interesting. Africa wasn't isolated, it was connected. Trade routes linked it to the Middle East, Asia, and Europe. African goods, ideas, and innovations moved across continents. This was a continent actively shaping the world because Africa's story doesn't stop in the past. Today, Africa is one of the fastest growing regions in the world. Cities like Lagos, Nairobi, and Kigali are becoming major hubs for technology, business, and innovation. Young entrepreneurs are building startups. Creators are shaping global culture. Industries like music, film, and fashion are reaching worldwide audiences. Afrobeat is dominating charts. African designers are influencing global fashion. Tech innovation is rising rapidly across the continent. And here's something most people don't realize. Africa has the youngest population in the world. That means its future is still being built right now. So if Africa has such a rich past and such a promising future, why do so many people only see one side? Why does the global story often feel so different? The answer lies in how stories are told. Colonization didn't just take resources, it reshaped narratives. Stories of power became stories of struggle. Complex societies were reduced to stereotypes. And over time, those simplified versions spread across education, media, and global perception. Decades, the dominant image of Africa has been shaped by outside perspectives, often focusing only on conflict, poverty, or crisis. And while those challenges are real, they are not the whole picture. When you only see one side of a story, it starts to feel like the only story. But it's not. There are thousands of untold stories of innovation, resilience, creativity, and growth that rarely make global headlines, and slowly, that's beginning to change. So what's the truth? The truth is, Africa has always mattered. Africa is not defined by a single narrative. It's a place of contrasts, of history and future, of challenges and opportunities, but understanding that requires looking beyond the surface. It means questioning what we've been shown and being open to what we haven't. Because when you see the full picture, everything changes. Not just how you view Africa, but how you understand the world, and most importantly, of people shaping their own stories every single day. So the next time you hear a single story about Africa, pause and ask yourself, what am I not being shown? Because sometimes what they never told you is the part that matters most.